For generations, Old Trafford has stood as one of the most iconic football stadiums in the world.
89-90. David Hutchison, the referee this afternoon, and Michael Phelan.
Nicknamed the Theatre of Dreams, it has hosted Manchester United since 1910. With a capacity of 74,000, it remains the largest club stadium in England. But like all great landmarks, it carries the weight of time. Originally rebuilt after being bombed in World War II and later expanded in the 1990s and early 2000s, Old Trafford has seen layer upon layer of renovation. Yet today, despite its grandeur, it shows its age. Cramped concourses, outdated hospitality suites, leaky roofs, and limited accessibility have become too familiar to match-going fans. The issue is not sentiment, it is practicality. Modern football is no longer just about what happens on the pitch. Stadiums have become global arenas, designed for immersive fan experiences, hospitality, entertainment, and sustainability. When compared with Wembley, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or the new Santiago Bernabéu in Madrid, Old Trafford falls behind. Tottenham's stadium, for instance, boasts a 62,000 capacity, an integrated NFL pitch, Europe's longest bar, and revenue streams that function 7 days a week. The Santiago Bernabéu now has a retractable roof, a fully removable pitch tray, and 360-degree screens, allowing it to operate as a year-round entertainment complex. Old Trafford, by contrast, remains rooted in an earlier era. This gap is why the discussion of a new stadium has become unavoidable. The vision being considered is breathtaking in scale, a capacity of over 90,000, surpassing Wembley to become the largest stadium in the United Kingdom. Designs under review include a bowl-style layout to maximize sight lines, acoustics that amplify crowd noise, and a retractable roof that would allow year-round use for football, concerts, and international events. For the construction community, this would not be just another project. It would be one of the most ambitious engineering undertakings in British history. But the challenges are as monumental as the vision. The estimated cost alone exceeds £2 billion. That makes it one of the most expensive sports infrastructure projects in Europe, comparable to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at £1.2 billion and Real Madrid's Bernabeu renovation at £1.3 billion, but on an even larger scale. Financing such a project will require innovative partnerships, commercial strategies, and likely private investment. Beyond the finances, logistical hurdles loom large. The site of Old Trafford is hemmed in by residential areas, rail lines, and canals, making demolition and redevelopment far more complex than building on an open plot of land. Then comes the question of infrastructure. A new stadium of 90,000 requires not just the building itself, but the transport links to support it. On match days, Old Trafford Station struggles to cope with current crowds. Expanding tram and train connections, upgrading roads, and integrating sustainable transport solutions will be essential. Without this, the fan experience and community support will be compromised from the start. From a construction standpoint, the technical requirements are immense. Sustainability targets will demand cutting-edge solutions. Concepts under discussion include rainwater harvesting for pitch irrigation, on-site renewable energy generation, and materials sourced with minimal carbon impact. The ambition is for the stadium to operate as a net-zero facility, setting a benchmark for future sporting venues worldwide. In practice, this means contractors will need to integrate solar technologies, green steel, advanced insulation, and possibly modular building systems into a structure of unprecedented scale. Yet perhaps the hardest challenge is not technical, but emotional. Old Trafford is not just a stadium, it is a symbol of identity. Generations have passed through its turnstiles, fathers and mothers bringing children to their first games, fans traveling across continents to stand in the Stretford end. The question every architect, every engineer, and every planner must ask is, can the soul of Old Trafford be carried into a new home? It is a challenge of heritage. Some suggest preserving parts of the old stadium within the new build, perhaps incorporating the facade or archways into the design, to honor the past while embracing the future. These decisions will carry as much weight as the engineering itself. And beyond the club, there is the community. A project of this magnitude will reshape not just Manchester United, but the city of Manchester. Construction on this scale would create thousands of jobs, skilled and unskilled, feeding into local economies. The redevelopment of the surrounding area could breathe new life into Trafford, bringing hotels, restaurants, retail, and cultural spaces. Yet it also carries risks, displacement, disruption, and the challenge of balancing commercial expansion with the needs of local residents. The construction community will not just be building a stadium, but reshaping an entire district of a global city. For comparison, look at what major stadium projects have achieved elsewhere. The Allianz Arena in Munich transformed the northern part of the city. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium became a catalyst for regeneration in North London. Real Madrid's Bernabéu renovation has redefined the Paseo de la Castellana district. Manchester United's project, should it go ahead, has the potential to surpass them all in scope. Still, it won't be easy. Rising global costs of steel, concrete, and labor threaten every major project. Political pressures, both local and national, can delay planning approval, and the eyes of millions of fans around the world will scrutinize every stage. Mistakes will not just be construction flaws, they will be headlines. The stakes could not be higher. And yet, this is Manchester United. This is a club that has endured disaster, risen from tragedy, and set standards for the sport. Its stadium must reflect that spirit. For the construction community, this is not just another commission. It is an opportunity to create a structure that embodies resilience, ambition, and legacy. If completed, the new stadium will not just be the largest in the country. It will be a world-class stage for Champions League finals, international tournaments, global concerts, and spectacles of every kind. It will be a home that preserves the roar of the Stretford End while welcoming the next century of supporters. A theatre of dreams for the next 100 years, built not only from steel and concrete, but from vision, courage, and the determination to carry history forward.